6 years ago, just before we entered middle school.
Cole, you're really gonna transfer schools? I know it's more convenient for your family, but I'll miss you.
Yeah, we won't be able to meet for a while. I promise you, we'll get together when we're both adults. After that, I continued being transferred from school to school because of my parents' jobs. And I finally ended up breaking my promise to her. Since I made that promise, 6 years had passed.
All right, everyone, be quiet.
But we've been quiet all along.
Yes, you have. I just wanted to say that. So, today, we have a new transfer student.
Isn't this a strange time of the year to get a new guy? What I thought. You sure he wasn't kicked out of his last school? I guess. All part of his special circumstances.
Okay, you can come on in.
I'm Kodai Tanaka. It's nice to meet all of you.
Now let's all be nice.
Oh, he looks so gloomy. Why not a hottie?
Stop it already. You're making the poor guy feel bad.
If you don't get along well, you'll really see me flare up.
Ew, so scary.
Hi, I'm in the seat beside you.
Oh, hi. The transfer students next to Miss Plain Jane? I just had a great idea.
During our lunch break that day, our class's hot girl clique came up to me.
Hi, Tanaka. You can call me Aina. Narumi is Narumi, of course. Hiya.
I'm Mizuki. Nice to meet you, Tanaka.
Aina, Narumi, and Mizuki. Nice to meet you, too. They're being awfully friendly. So friendly that it was startling.
Oh, thing is, we have a small favor to ask of you.
What is it? She asked me to take over cleanup duty for them after music class in third period. Okay, if it's just that.
You're a lifesaver. Such a looker, too. Oh, but will you be alright doing it alone? You just transfer it in. Do you even know the way we do things here? Ah, Plain Jane here can help you out. Huh? Me? We have something going on, so you can help Tanaka clean up after music class? I'm fine with it. Yay! Thanks!
They call you Plain Jane?
Yes, because I'm plain.
That won't do. How about I call you, Takato?
No, Shizuku's fine. Wow, should have guessed those two introverts would get along. I mean, don't you think they look good together? What I thought.
Better yet, how about you two just start going out? Not. Just kidding.
During music class?
Tanaka, I can't hear your voice at all.
Sorry, singing in front of others is a little,
Is that why you're hiding behind that mask?
Yes.
Well, I'll let it go. Next!
After class, while Shizuku and I were tidying up the music room, thanks for helping me out.
Don't worry about it.
I just have to put this away and we're done. You can return to the classroom if you want.
Okay.
But she put her hand on the doorknob.
Huh? It won't open.
What about the key?
The door itself is unlocked, but it feels like something's blocking it on my other side.
Let me try. Hey, anyone there?
Please open the door. Aina? Isn't this overdoing it? Come on. This is nothing.
And we didn't see anything anyway. It's none of our business.
It seemed that someone had locked us in. I can roughly guess who the culprits were. Damn it, open the door, please! Is this really the right time, Shizuku?
I can't anymore. I'm about to lose it. How? I can't keep this up anymore.
Come on, Shizuku, you don't have to laugh that hard. I'm acting with all I have over here. So what are we gonna do? Call for help on our phones?
No. They went to all the trouble shutting us in together. So let's just enjoy this for a little while.
Now do you understand what's going on? The truth is, I've been dating Shizuku since before I transferred to this school. We've had a long-distance relationship for 6 years, so I'm glad we're finally in the same class.
So, when are you gonna give up that shy boy act?
I don't know. I'm still having fun with it. What about you? I never expected you, of all people, to get called a plain Jane.
I did promise.
Now that I think of it, those 3 kids are kind of annoying.
You mean Aina and company?
Yeah. Are they picking all the quiet ones like this, too?
They get away with it because they're rich and they have all the boys here at their beck and call. Were you surprised when they talked to you?
I guess you can put it that way.
It'd be bad if they found out who you really are.
You're doing a pretty good job at pretending, too.
Well, yeah. More importantly, Ko, I can't hold it in anymore. Can I kiss you?
Sure. Because we were stuck in the music room, the only thing to do was make out. We were there together all the way until lunch break. When we returned to the classroom after lunch break...
Where have you two been? We were super worried, you know?
We got shut inside the music room somehow.
That kind of thing happens too, I guess.
Your uniform looks all rumpled, though.
It happens while calling for help.
Huh? I see. And why are you talking at the same time?
We're not. Anyway, we're gonna go for karaoke after school. Oh, but Tanaka, you can't sing, right? And I guess we shouldn't invite you. Too bad.
Whatever. I mean, I hope you have fun.
Janie girl, how about you go on a date with Tanaka after school today?
Oh, that's a nice idea. You can show him around the neighborhood too. And you can check out his place while you're at it. Ooh.
Well, even if they didn't say that, Shizuku would head straight to my house after school anyway. I mean, we're already living together after all. Doesn't it seem like those 3 are trying to matchmake us?
We have to thank them. Ko, let's continue what we started in the music room.
In this way, time continued to pass calmly for Shizuku and me. But a week after I transferred to this school...
Don't you think it's been too boring lately? I mean, there's nothing interesting going on. Like you said.
It's making me restless.
Anyway, doesn't it seem like Tanaka and Plain Janie are really close lately? Totally! They've been going home together too.
And they're always together during lunch break, right?
Huh. I just thought of something fun. Hey, you two are getting along like a house on fire.
Huh? You think so?
We're not really playing hard to get. Maybe both of you like each other. Why don't you just start dating already?
But that's what we're doing.
I mean, we're already living together. Oh, I have a great idea. Just kiss each other, right here. Huh? Doing here is a bit... What's with that? I'm okay kissing him somewhere else reaction. No, that's not... Really? Well, whatever.
But everyone will see if we do it here.
Again, what's up with that I'm okay doing it somewhere else when we're alone reaction?
That's not what I...
Oh, jeez! I'm getting really annoying now.
Why do we have to kiss in the first place?
Isn't it obvious? It's to bring your relationship to the next level. Treat it as a public love confession.
Public love confession?
Come on, hurry up! Kiss!
No, but...
If you can't even do this much, how will introverts like you go on to the other stuff? Go on! Kiss!
Isn't this going too far?
I feel kind of bad for them.
This is too much. Anyone want to go get a teacher?
As this was happening, our classmates looked on in disapproving fashion.
Hold on. This mask has to go if you're gonna kiss.
Wait, stop that!
It's fine, just go with it.
I'm serious, stop it already!
And you, take off those lame-ass glasses too.
Without those?
Doesn't matter how bad your eyesight is when he's right in front of you.
Stop! And so my mask and Shizuku's glasses were forcibly taken away from us.
I got the mask.
And I got the glasses too. Time for Operation Kiss. Kiss! 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 Kiss!
Huh? Wait, your faces!
We didn't know this.
The reason why they were so shocked was... Seriously, this is why I told you to stop.
My hair came loose too.
You okay, Shizuku?
Yeah, what about you, Ko?
No, wait, hold up. You guys, who are you?
I'm Tanaka, the introvert you were messing around with.
I didn't want to show my real face to anyone but Ko and my family.
No way. Plain Jane, you as well?
You're both totally hot.
Tanaka, doesn't he kind of look like someone?
Yeah, the high school singer known as Kodai.
The one that's on hiatus right now?
That's enough of that. Thanks for spilling the beans about who I am.
I'm a big fan.
I'd think such a big fan would have realized my true identity from the beginning.
But that's because you're wearing a mask. And on top of that, I never thought that Kodai would transfer into my class. Anyway, instead of plain Jane, I mean Shizuku, please kiss me instead. Don't cut in. I was first.
Let's rock, paper, scissors it.
I'm sorry, but I don't even have a tiny bit of interest in any of you. Plus, I already have someone to kiss.
Oh wait, Ko, we're in the classroom. Wow! A surprise kiss from Kodai!
They're both so beautiful. I'm jealous.
Wait a second. I'm way cuter than Shizuku. You should go out with me. Oh, me too then.
At least pick one of us three.
None of you make the cut.
What the hell?
I mean, I already have Shizuku.
Ko, not in front of everyone.
This pisses me off.
Even though she might be just as good looking as me, I'm definitely better than a pauper like her. I'm rich. My dad's the CEO of a company and my mom's a model.
So you're saying there's nothing impressive about you other than your family?
What?
Looks aside, our personalities don't match at all and we have nothing in common. Too bad, but I can't date any of you.
No way!
Never fear! Your teacher is here! Now, what's the commotion about?
Oh, it was Aina and friends trying to get Tanaka and Shizuku too.
Say what now? Don't you know who Shizuku
Huh? You don't mean she's some kind of great person?
The word great doesn't do her justice. Mr. Takato is the granddaughter of the chairman of this school, and her father is the current leader of the Takato conglomerate. In short, not only this school, but this entire area belongs almost entirely to the Takato family.
Huh? Then aren't Aina and her friends gonna be in a pickle? They've been bullying her for being a plain Jane all along. Takato conglomerate? That's the parent company of my father's company. My father's company is subcontracted to Takato too.
Mine too. They've done it now.
We're sorry for making fun of you and calling you plain Jane all the time. I don't mind. What you did was actually helping me out after all. So you'll forgive everything that we've done until now? But what you did to Ko is a different matter. It was a great mistake to try and hurt my Ko. I hope you're ready for the consequences.
As long as you're okay, I don't care what they did to me.
Well, if that's what you want.
But we've well and truly exposed ourselves now.
Oh, right. What do we do now?
But Mr. Kodai? Just Kodai or Tanaka is fine.
Kodai, then. Why did you transfer to our school anyway? And also, it looks like you're dating Takato?
That's right. And why did you hide your real identity from us, Shizuku? Because of some stuff happened in middle school. So when did you guys start going out? He confessed to me when we were in elementary school. Since then,
It didn't seem like they were going to let it go, so Shizuku and I ended up explaining our entire story to them. The truth is that even after I transferred schools, we kept in touch through phone calls and social media, and in our third year of middle school. I can't believe we're going to high school already. You're so cute, so you must be popular in school too.
I guess. There's been guys who confessed to me, but I turned them all down.
I wish I could go to the same high school.
Me too. You seem busy lately, Ko.
I'm finally making my debut next year, so there's a lot on my plate right now.
That's amazing. I never thought you'd really become a singer.
I don't come from an especially wealthy family. No matter how hard I worked, I knew my parents' salaries wouldn't change because of it. So, ever since middle school, I've been single-mindedly working hard on my singing and dancing YouTube videos. As a result, I passed an audition at a major talent agency, and it was decided that I'd have my debut in my first year of high school.
By the way, check this out. Ta-da!
What's with those glasses?
It'll help me not stand out in high school. This way, you'll be able to focus wholeheartedly on performing.
Shizuku, even you don't have to go this far. You'll always be the only one for me.
Don't worry about me. It won't be easy. But give it your all.
And so after I started high school, I gave most of my attention to my work. To be honest, it was difficult to strike a balance between schoolwork and performing. But slowly but surely, I started to appear in front of media more and more. In the winter of my second year in high school, Shizuku, do you remember the promise you made when we were in elementary school?
Yes, the one about getting together when we're both adults.
I don't think I can keep that promise.
Huh? Why? You're not interested in me anymore?
No, on the contrary. I'm thinking of taking a break on our last year of high school. I want to make lots of memories together with you.
Huh? What do you mean?
I've applied to transfer to your school for our last year!
I've also rented an apartment of my own, so you'll live together with me. After some hesitation, Shizuku agreed to my suggestion. After that, I explained the entire situation to Shizuku's parents. They gave me their consent on the condition that I continue to make Shizuku happy in the future. And just like this, as an official couple with the blessings of our parents, we started living together. And that's why we live together now.
We have the approval of both of our parents.
Ugh, I'm so jealous.
And Kodai, I judge you too soon.
You really worked hard to get to that girl.
Well, I still got angry when I found out she was being picked on for her disguise. I won't ever let it happen again.
Okay, I'll be in your care as always.
Even though the news spread like wildfire in the school, the rest of the world didn't kick up a huge fuss about us. Maybe because they thought it was just more fake news, or they just didn't want to get in the way of our happiness. Regarding Aina, Narumi, and Mizuki, ever since that incident, they've been relegated to a corner of the classroom. Although I think it's good that they're getting their just desserts, I do feel a little bad seeing them so subdued. On the other hand, Shizuku and I enjoyed the remainder of our high school life to the fullest, surrounded by our friends. A few years later, we successfully accomplished our goals. I quit performing and became a full-time music producer and songwriter. Shizuku was working as a normal office employee, but she took the opportunity of our marriage to retire, and now supporting the household as a housewife.
Oh, do you remember when this was taken?
Was this from when we were stuck in the music room?
And we just took advantage of the fact that we were alone to make out.
Well, it was maybe a little too much excitement for my first day transferring into that school.
We were exposed immediately after that. But at least everyone was really nice, right?
I mean, those three managed to graduate happily along with everyone else. I'm happy for them. I don't know where the three of them are right now or what they're doing. However, I hope they remember to never judge a book by its cover.
In line with today's theme, I will be reading Kanon Tsuyuki's Imo Futo.
Futaba always looks so pretty. Out of nowhere, I fell in love. Futaba Higuchi and the grade above me. The smartest girl in her grade with the looks and fashion sense to match. The perfect girl. Not to mention her dad's also the CEO of Ote Incorporated. To say that she's got dealt one of the best hands in life wouldn't be far off. I've never heard bad things said about her. Heck, there aren't any rumors about her at all. Well, she is known for being aloof towards guys, so people expect her bashful side to come out eventually. And an ordinary guy like me, Toru Natsume, was head over heels for her.
And that's all for today's meeting. I'll see you next time.
Alright, today will be the day. Hey,
Did your club's meeting finish? Let's head home. And let's stop by that cafe on the way. Sure, let's all go.
The downside of her being popular, I can't get a single word in. I fell in love with her at first sight the very day that I came to this school. I joined the literature club to try and get closer to her, and I spent these last 2 months trying to find the right timing to talk to her. But as you've just seen, it's hard to talk to her when others are always around. I don't have any other way to contact her either, so I don't know how else to get closer to her. Being in the lit club is fine, but... Aha! I'll write a love letter! That fits! I knew perfectly well the risk that I was taking. If I screwed this up, I'd probably take on so much emotional damage that I would never recover. But I don't have another choice. Even if I botch this, my feelings for her are real. I just wrote my love letter to her and gave it to her. It was just the two of us right then. Luck was on my side. It's now or never. Futaba?
Toru? What is it?
I have something I want you to read.
Is this a letter?
I think you'll understand once you look at it. Please, let me know when you finish reading it, okay?
Okay.
I did it! I finally gave it to her! I had mixed feelings, anxiety and fear, excitement and regret. Feelings I couldn't comprehend sprung unhindered from the bottom of my heart as I went home. Now to just wait for her response. My hopes weren't too high, but I hope I got my feelings across. After school the following day, she asked me to meet her in the club room.
What is this?
She looked completely taken aback as she thrust my letter back at me. Did I write something that upset her? Or maybe she's against receiving this kind of letter from an awkward guy like me. Futaba, is this your answer?
Look it over. Goodbye.
With that, she went home, leaving me behind, frozen where I stood. I guess I messed this up. What could have made her so angry at me? If she's gone so far as to return this, then I guess my letter's trash, huh? I guess this was better than having it hung like a poster, but it was still heart-wrenching. I stood there, staring at my letter, reading what I had handed her. Wait, what the heck? What I saw surprised me. My letter was full of red marks. I was afraid that she completely hated me because of this, but I didn't see this happening. Are these corrections? I misused expressions, made all kinds of typos. Basically, my letter was all kinds of bad. Don't beat around the bush, huh? I guess she has a point. Wait, what am I saying? What's going on here? Futaba had also left a note of her own inside the envelope.
If you want to ruin me in writing, you can't afford a single mistake. There's a chance your feelings will be lost amidst the errors. Every word carries a love of their own. Please try writing another letter.
What could this possibly mean? A light bulb flashed in my head. Wait, maybe... She loves writing and is the president of the literature club. There's no way that she'd accept a crappy letter like this. And she wants me to try again? She's telling me to convey my feelings to her again in another letter. Meanwhile, with Futaba...
He wants me to answer him, but I just flooded his letter with corrections. Toru, please understand what I'm trying to say through this red pen. A love letter of all things. He didn't write who he's addressing it to, but maybe it's someone I know?
It doesn't seem like she's figured out who it's for. Not that I would know.
I think this expression is lovely.
She complimented me on this? Just you wait, Futaba. Watch me write a letter that you can be satisfied with. I went through her comments and rewrote my love letter bit by bit. 2 days later, I gave her my rewritten love letter to Futaba. Futaba, please reread my letter.
All right, let me have a look.
Thank you so much! And so began our odd relationship. Love letter number 3.
It's a lot better than your last one.
I'm happy to hear that.
You still use a lot of indirect expressions, though, which makes your intent harder to understand.
What do you think that I should do about that?
You have to be direct and say precisely what you want to convey.
Love letter number 5.
It feels like you're trying too hard to get her to notice you, and that's not good.
I see. I'll rewrite it.
Please do. You are getting better every time, though, so please don't give up.
I won't. Thank you for your feedback. I continue to write and rewrite my love letters over the next several days.
I'm so curious. Who's Toru writing his love letter to? His writing is so devoted to her. I'm a little jealous of her.
Futaba, what's with the faraway look?
Oh, sorry. There's just something on my mind.
Like what?
Well, what do you think about love letters?
People still write those? Wait, are you writing one?
Not me. There's a boy who's been asking me to proofread his letters.
I think they're annoying. I'd prefer the boy being direct and asking me out through Lime.
You do have a point. But I think that girl must be really important to him if he really wants to write a love letter to her. She's probably an amazing person and always surrounded by others. Someone he can't reach. Or someone of a different class entirely, like romance in the Edo period.
You're really piling it on.
I'm just taking his feelings seriously. You could somehow sense his feelings, fleeting yet beautiful through the writing, and reading his words makes my chest feel tight. Does he even need to be elegant in his writing at that point?
Wow, you're such a romantic. I hope that guy gets his feelings through to that girl.
Me too. That's why I'm doing whatever I can to help him.
He'll do just fine. Keep at it.
As you can see, she still hasn't realized who I'm writing for.
Not that I had any way of knowing that earlier. Yo, this has to be my best letter yet! Just you wait until you read this, Futaba. In my hype, I rewrote my love letter once more. This was my 6th attempt now. Futaba, please read my letter again!
There's no more need. You don't have to show it to me anymore.
Why? What makes you say that?
At this point, you perfected your love letter.
Then that's even more reason for me to want you to read it. If this is going to be the final letter, then please read my writing once more.
Oh,
Why won't you read it?
Toru, I have no right to read this love letter. If I must be honest, I've fallen in love with you.
Wait, what did you just say?
I'm sorry. While reading your letters, I loved how dedicated your feelings are. I'm a terrible girl for developing these feelings.
I'm not sure I get what you're saying.
I'm sorry, Toru. I just can't fall for you any further.
Futaba, wait!
Let's just stay as clubmates.
What's going on here? Did she just confess to me and reject me? Why did she do that simultaneously? Wait, should I be happy about this? Should I be sad? I don't get what's going on at all. As for what happened with Futaba later...
What? You got rejected?
I didn't get rejected. More like I just said what was on my mind.
Tell us what happened from the beginning.
I can't say who I was talking to, but...
Oh, okay. So you started crushing on the love letter guy as a third party.
Yeah, I fell in love with his kindness and devotion to this girl by reading his letters.
Still, you did your best, didn't you? Right? Never thought you'd make the first move since you keep guys at arm's length.
But things happened so suddenly. He must hate me now.
I'm sure things are fine. He's a kind and devoted guy, isn't he? A good guy like that could never hate you.
You're right. It's endearing how he tries so hard and he's passionate. He could never.
There.
I really am the worst. He's in love with someone else and I just went and said something to complicate things.
Don't be so hard on yourself. Just speak up with him. I don't think there's any guy who'd hate it if a girl says they like him.
He looked so bewildered when I ran off.
We're telling you everything will be fine. It's not like he's taken yet, right? If the girl he's writing to turns him down, that's an opportunity for you, isn't it?
I don't think she will, though.
All right, let's cheer you up. I'll treat you to a parfait.
She still hasn't realized that I've been writing the letters for her. Of course, it's not like I had any way to know that. Whoa, didn't see ya. You're Toru, right? What are you doing down there? I'm in tears because the girl I liked told me she liked me and then rejected me. Uh-huh. Well, whatever. Just go home. Way to care. No matter how I looked at it, Futaba totally rejected me. Although, what was she crying for? What did she mean that she can't fall for me any further? I totally wouldn't be against that. And that thing about just being clubmates? A light bulb flashed in my head. Is that what's going on? Maybe she likes me, but there's a reason why we can't go out. What if it's because we're in the same club? That's why she mentioned staying as clubmates. I'll have to quit the Lit Club. After school the next day. Futaba, I'm really sorry, but I really want you to read my letter.
Do you mean the one you wanted me to read yesterday?
No, but I think this will come close.
How could it be? Wait, what's this?
I'm withdrawing from the Lit Club.
I could see that, but why? Wait, how does this come close to your love letter?
I don't think I have any other choice in this matter. That's the conclusion that I came to. Futaba likes me, but she's warning me that she can't go out with other members because she's the president of the club. Therefore, if I leave the club, she'll be free to go out with me, I think. By turning in a club withdrawal notice, I will open up a future for us. And that's gotta be as good as a love letter, right?
No, Toru! Please, don't leave the club.
What? Why not? She fell to her knees and clung to my leg. She's so desperate that she doesn't want me to quit, so she doesn't want to go out with me? Now I'm really confused. And then... What's all the noise? Toru, you again? Now what's going on? I wanted to go out with Futaba, so I gave her a club withdrawal notice, but she doesn't want me to quit at all. It's whatever. Just go home already. Be a gentleman and take her home too. You really don't care, do you? That was that. So Futaba and I left school and sat in the parking lot. I wanted for Futaba to calm down before breaking the silence. I don't get what's happening at all.
That makes two of us. I don't have any idea what you're feeling right now.
That wasn't what I was trying to refer to. Why won't you accept a love letter or the withdrawal notice? I'm in love with you, Futaba. I want to go out with you.
Slow down, Toru. Do you mean...
Just try and relax and let me talk for a minute. I'm in love with you.
No, that's not what I'm referring to. Are you trying to say that your love letter was meant for me?
Yes! I've been working on it so hard just for you, and now you've noticed?
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Look, I know. You're happy? Wait, if you are, then I am too, but the two of us talked out the whole thing. Oh, because I didn't write who the letter was for? You thought that I was writing it for another girl?
Really, it's my fault. If I realized from the start that you were writing to me, this misunderstanding wouldn't have happened.
Most people don't give love letters to be proofread, you know. While we're here, why don't you think more highly of yourself?
I've had low self-esteem for a long time. I used to be really reserved in junior high school. Always sitting in the back quietly reading a book. I wanted to be like everyone else, bright and sociable. But I couldn't. Even if it was only small changes, I wanted to be different when I entered high school. My first step towards that goal was going to a beauty parlor my friends introduced me to. So when I started here, lots of boys were talking to me. People can take more notice of you just because you look different. But I was more confused than happy when I realized that. All anyone saw was just what they saw on the surface. It doesn't change who you are on the inside. I still had low self-esteem. That's why I'd really love to be with someone who could see who I really am. On the inside.
So that's why you're aloof when guys approach you, huh? Then I should apologize, because I fell in love with you at first sight.
Huh? You did?
Yeah, I only saw how you looked on the outside too. I even joined the Lit Club to be closer to you, but I fell for you more and more. How do I say this? How you look was where it started, but getting to know you better has made me love you even more. I didn't want you to hate me, so I was afraid of telling you how I feel. Maybe I should have just told you directly instead of trying to rely on a love letter.
It's okay. Now that I know the letter was meant for me, I'm really happy about it. You wrote with passion, sensitivity, and devotion as you brought up my good points.
That was after all the corrections you've made.
This is all so embarrassing now that I know.
I guess so. Still, you've made it into the perfect love letter for the girl I love.
Toru, Do you still have every letter you've written?
Yeah, just out of sentiment, I guess.
Could you give them to me?
Sure, but why do you want them?
Because I want to treasure these memories. And please, give me the final letter too.
Okay, and what should I do with my withdrawal notice?
Toss it. There's nothing against club members going out.
Good to hear. I'm looking forward to going out with you. And on that note, we finally straightened things out and started dating. If there's one thing I can say, I'm glad I revised that letter so many times. Thanks to that, Futaba could see how dedicated I could be, and that wasn't such a bad thing. If I had written her name in the letter, I don't think we'd be together right now. Futaba was really happy when I gave her all the past pen-marked letters that day.
I've written a letter to you too, Toru. Will you read it?
Of course I will. Thank you so much. A letter from Futaba? Words can't express how precious this is! I want to tell about her feelings towards me wrapped up in a beautiful prose. And now, several days later...
So, you're the guy who wooed Futaba with a love letter. It's hilarious how you revoted so many times and she still didn't get the hint.
Hey, give Toru some space.
But I have to know, why a love letter? Yeah, like, why couldn't you message her on Lime?
I didn't have her Lime info, and I thought a handwritten message would get my feelings across.
Oh, I think I get it. Aw, he's blushing so hard. How cute. What about now? Still writing letters?
No, we text and call now.
Makes sense now that you two are official.
Oh, but I think we're going to write letters to each other for birthdays and other special days.
Now that I can get behind. Oh, Futaba, your boyfriend's so sweet.
Yeah.
You can't ever be down on yourself again, got it? And you're his upperclassman, so if you're not proactive, someone might snatch him away.
That won't happen. Let go already, Toru.
Okay. See you two later.
You lovebirds have fun. Toru, take good care of Futaba.
Sorry about that. They mean well.
I've told you it's fine. You're important to them, so they're just looking out for you, right?
Yeah, and they gave me the push to tell you how I felt.
And I guess I'm grateful to them too.
I should take more after them too. I don't need to be so down on myself anymore.
Futaba, you're fine just the way you are.
Wouldn't you want to go out with someone who's more positive though?
I don't really think you have to change. On the other hand, I'm going to be the best boyfriend that I can be.
Then I'll be the best girlfriend I can be.
It's been 2 months since we, a pair of cowards, started going out. We're both still building up confidence, but we've still got a lot of work to do.
Soma, I'm heading home, so just call me if it gets busy. Okay, got it. My name is Soma Namino, and I'm the second-generation owner of this soba restaurant. My father, the founder of the restaurant, has already handed over the reins to me, but he still comes in on a part-time basis to help out.
Looks like we can finally take a break, boss.
Yeah, we had quite a lot of customers today. Good thing it was your shift today, Sato. I think the other part-timer would have panicked at how busy we were.
Well, I've been working part-time here for more than 1 year after all. This was hardly the busiest day I've seen.
Right, thank you.
Not at all. You pay me pretty well, so this much should be a given.
I mean, maybe because you're one person working the job of two, I actually feel like I'm not paying you enough.
Oh, it's already 2 in the afternoon. Your girlfriend should be showing up soon.
How many times do you want me to say that she isn't my girlfriend?
Huh? But you do seem really close.
Rather than saying we're close, can't you see she's just teasing me?
Really? But doesn't she come to see you multiple times in the week? She definitely likes you.
No, there's no way that's true. She's just here to eat soba.
But doesn't she avoid our busy period so she could talk to you?
I mean, she's a nurse and she has to work night shifts. Isn't it just easier for her to come in at weird timings? If she gets home in the morning and goes to bed, it'll probably be afternoon by the time she wakes up.
I guess there's that too.
She has a sharp mind and she's good at dealing with customers, but she likes love stories way too much. Well, the youngsters nowadays are all like this.
So you really don't like her, boss?
Yeah, she's just my childhood friend.
Boss, is that you making excuses?
That's... It seems we have a customer.
Horrible timing. Welcome. Oh, Monica, what nice timing.
Nice timing?
Why did she have to show up?
Yep, we were just talking about you.
Huh? What about?
We were wondering if you had a boyfriend.
So Soma was wondering about something like that?
Wait a minute, we weren't talking about that.
But you're curious, right?
Well, I guess. But being curious about whether your childhood friend has a boyfriend or not isn't anything out of the ordinary, right?
That's true. I'm also curious about whether or not you have a girlfriend. But you're so easy to read. I'd know immediately if you really managed to get one.
That sounds about right.
They're both misunderstanding me. Anyway, hurry up and order. You came here to eat, right?
Oh, right. It's because you keep saying silly things, Soma.
Don't you mean Sato? Not me?
Huh? What do you mean?
I'll have the chicken soba, please.
Got it. I'll go whip it up then.
Sure, thanks.
You're really close to the boss, huh?
We're childhood friends, after all. But I think you shouldn't let your guard down.
Huh?
I'm safe because I already have a boyfriend, but the boss is actually quite the celebrity among the part-timers here.
Huh? Really?
Yep, he's kind and firm when he has to be. The only bad thing about him is that he's a little insensitive and dense.
Now that I think about it. But he's never gotten a confession up until now. So maybe it isn't as bad as you say?
Isn't that because nobody dares to confess when he has a beauty like you beside him all the time? From an outsider's point of view, you two are definitely dating after all. Maybe it's just that you don't know about it? Just the other day, there was a customer that passed the boss her Lime ID.
Huh? What kind of person was she?
I think she was around the same age as me. She was pretty cute.
I see.
Not that the boss accepted it, but she doesn't have to know that.
If she's the same age as you, that means she's around 4 years younger than Soma and me, right? Do you think Soma prefers younger girls over someone the same age as him?
I don't know, but he doesn't seem to mind taking care of those younger than him.
That sounds about right. What would I do if Soma gets a girlfriend?
Huh? Did I overdo it?
Your chicken soba's ready. What's wrong, Monica?
Nothing.
Really? Then eat before the noodles become soggy.
Okay, will do. Oh, right. Have you eaten, Soma?
Not yet. We had quite a lot of customers here just now.
Let's eat together then.
Sure, why not? There won't be many customers at this time of day anyway.
Here, say,
No, I better make my own.
Huh? It'll take time to make a new bowl. What's wrong with having a little bit of mine first?
I said it's fine!
Operation Let Him Know My Feelings is a failure. It seems so. She's really panicking because of what I said just now. So I think that what she just did work well enough.
I wonder what I should do to make him realize my feelings.
How? I mean, the fastest way would be to just confess. I already know that the boss is this way, but Monica can be pretty dense too. Even though their feelings are definitely mutual, it looks like it'll take more time for them to get together.
The next day, Monica was being a little weird yesterday. What was going on with her? Well, I guess her teasing isn't anything new. She didn't look very happy when I brought over my bowl of soba. Oh, my sister's calling. It's rare that she's the one to call first.
Long time no talk, Soma. It isn't busy right now, right? I want to go to the hospital, so come and get me.
Why so suddenly? Are you feeling sick?
Nope, it's just my routine prenatal checkup.
Then take a taxi.
Come on, you're free anyway, aren't you?
I guess I have no choice. I'll head over after I hand over the shift to Dad, so hang on for a bit.
Okay.
Reluctantly, I drove over to my sister's house to pick her up.
It's been a long time, Soma.
Yeah, we don't really meet, even though we live so near each other.
That's just a consequence of adulting.
Right? And you're already married with a family of your own, too.
After my child's born, I'll get busier and there'll be even less chances for us to meet.
Well, that's true too. But you should at least show your face to Mom and Dad once in a while. They'll probably be pretty happy to see you.
Yeah, probably. I feel like eating that soba too. It's been too long.
I know, right? He may have passed the shop over to me, but he can still make a really good bowl. So don't worry about that.
Oh, then maybe I'll have you take me to the shop after the checkup today.
Of course. Oh, we've arrived.
Yeah, thanks, bro. I think it'll take about an hour.
Got it. I'll go do my own thing while I wait then. I ended up waiting for my sister at the hospital. This is my first time here. Now that I think about it, isn't this where Monica is working? I've never seen her in her white uniform before. Maybe I'll catch her passing by or something. Well, I guess there's no way that'll happen at such a large hospital. Since there's nothing to do, I guess I'll just grab some coffee for now. I was looking forward to it a little, but in the end, I never ran into Monica. An hour later...
Thanks for waiting, Soma.
No problem. Did it go well?
Yeah, everything looks good.
That's great.
Huh? Soma? Why is he at the hospital?
Let's go find Dad then.
Okay.
Who's that pregnant lady? Soma, he has a girlfriend and kept it from me. And he's bringing her to meet his father. But I didn't see any signs of this yesterday. Since when did he have a girlfriend?
The next day... Thank you for coming. Right. That's the last customer taken care of. Let's start closing up. Huh? There's someone in front of the shop.
Oh, Soma.
Monica? You're not usually here at this time. Come in. It's closing time, but I'll cook for you if you're hungry.
No, thank you. I'm not here for food today.
Huh? What's going on? She's not acting like she normally does. I'll listen to any problems you have, so just come in for now.
I can't come to the shop anymore. Isn't it considered cheating for your childhood friend to constantly be coming and seeing you here?
Cheating? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. I saw you.
Huh? What did you see? And why are you crying?
Why? You should think about that yourself, you oblivious moron.
Huh? I really have no idea. Anyway, you're worrying me, so can you just come in? Monica was against it, but I made her come in because I was worried. An hour later... Have you calmed down?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Monica. I really can't figure out why you're like this. But I can't just leave you alone when you're crying. So can you please tell me the reason?
Okay, Soma, you have a girlfriend and you're not telling me about it, right?
Huh? I don't...
Liar. I mean, I saw you with that pregnant girl at the hospital.
Pregnant girl? Oh, that's my sister.
Huh?
You haven't met her recently. But didn't you two used to play together all the time when you were kids?
Soma, why are you lying to me?
I'm telling you, I'm not.
But your sister is me, right? She's super flashy with the dyed hair and everything. The girl I saw at the hospital was gorgeous too. But she had black hair and she wasn't flashy at all. Soma, I'm trying to have a serious conversation with you.
Sorry. I was just thinking that I want her to hear what you just said. Can you give me a moment? I immediately called my sister. Sis, can you talk to Monica for me?
Monica? Sure, but what's going on? Monica, long time no see. Why did you suddenly want to talk? Me, you're having a baby? Yeah, but it'll be a while till the birth. I see. Congratulations. Would it be okay to send me a picture of what you look like now?
Not long after, Monica received a selfie from my sister.
I don't really know what's going on, but is that okay? Oh, so that pregnant lady was really me.
I took the phone from the dumbstruck Monica and explained the situation to her.
Oh, so that's what happened.
It's not something to laugh about. Not only did you cause her to misunderstand, but she also cried because of it, and she's still in a daze now.
What's with that? It's your fault for making her feel anxious.
Huh? What do I have to do with it?
No matter how slow you are, shouldn't you have noticed by now?
Ugh, there's nothing I can say to that.
You know I'm right. Instead of me, don't you have more important things to talk about with Monica right now?
Right.
See you. If you're a real man, hurry up and make your move already.
She hung up. Make my move. I guess she's right. Monica, is everything cleared up now?
Yeah, I'll be going then.
Huh? Why?
I mean, this is a little embarrassing, you know?
I understand that. But right now, there's something I want you to hear no matter what.
Huh? What is it?
I realized it for the first time today that I'm really super insensitive to the feelings of others.
Huh? You mean you only just realized?
Yeah, I've been told this by so many people, but I never really thought I was like that. But no matter how dense I am, I noticed that you were crying over the fact that you thought I had a girlfriend. Do you like me, Monica?
I do, but wasn't there any other way you could have said that?
Sorry, I just wanted to get the question out as fast as possible. Because I like you too.
Huh?
That wasn't meant to be a confession.
I thought I was pretty dumb, but I guess we're the same, huh?
Right. Is it okay if I do it one more time?
I accept what you just told me. My dream is finally coming true after all.
No. I've been thinking about how to confess for more than 10 years. I can't let it end with just that.
Oh, well, if that's what you want.
Monica, I've liked you for a long time. Please go out with me. Why are you laughing?
I mean, it's pretty simple for something that you gave me 10 years of thought to.
Sorry about that.
I guess I'll give you a simple answer then. I've liked you for a long time too. Let's become even closer from now on.
Yeah.
What's with your lack of reaction?
I mean, it makes me shy to say it again.
That should be my line.
I guess you're right. Now that everything's out in the open, I'm feeling hungry. Want to eat something?
Yay! Then I guess I'll have tempura soba.
Okay, leave it to me. Our friendship, which had stayed the same for 20 years, came to an end today. But we'll probably become closer than we ever did before. A week later...
Oh, Monica, welcome.
Hi.
Monica, hey!
Huh? What's going on with the two of you? Could it be you're finally together?
Yeah, we actually started dating a week ago.
Congratulations! Boss, why didn't you tell me?
Because it's just weird if I go out of my way to announce it.
But I've been so worried. And if you're going out now, why didn't you come to the store sooner, Monica?
I got shy because when we started going out, and I couldn't look at him in the eye for a little while.
That's no good, Monica. Even if you're childhood friends, there's actually a lot of couples that break up just after they get together.
Huh? Really?
Uh-huh. That's why you should discuss your strategy with me. I'm younger than you, but I've been dating my boyfriend for 3 years. I'll teach you everything I know.
Yeah, that sounds nice. I'll be relying from you on now on, Sato.
Hey, can you not discuss my own love life in front of me? I'm begging you! Kubota, take care of this too. Yes, sir. My name's Kuruto Kubota, and I'm the perfect example of what people call a corporate slave. Even though it's been 3 years since I graduated university and entered this company, there's barely been any days when I've gone home on time. Nowadays, catching the last train home is all I can ask. I'm giving it my all. But maybe there's no meaning in working so hard. Because this is a company mired in outdated traditions, success is entirely dependent on seniority. I mean, if I continue doing my best, I'll reap the rewards one day. Surely someone will eventually see how much I'm doing for the company. That was what I thought at first, but it turned out to be purely wishful thinking. The next day, this document wasn't assigned to me. Yeah, it's one of mine. Are you complaining? I mean, shouldn't I be? Isn't this strange? No, it's not. Seniority is everything in this company. Get used to it. Also, the client that you've been in charge of for the last 2 years seems to be doing well lately. Yes, they finally trust me enough for me to start pushing some of the bigger deals through. I'll be taking over that client. You can have some of my clients that I'm having trouble with. No way. Even if you're my senior, I can't just let you do that! Huh? Are you sure about that? As your direct superior, if I give you a failing score on your year-end evaluation, you'll never get that promotion. Just be a good boy and do what I tell you to do. I can't believe this! In the end, the precious client that I had built a trustworthy relationship with was forcibly taken away from me. If he gets me to take care of another client with the intention of doing this kind of thing again, I really don't see any point in staying here. I've endured all his unreasonable actions until now, but I'd reached the end of my rope. I sent him my resignation letter that same day. A week later. Hey, you're really quitting? That's right. I'm quitting. Thanks to you, I don't see the point in staying anymore. Is that so? You know, just because you're leaving doesn't mean it'll be all sunshine and rainbows. You're gonna regret it. I'll regret it more if I stay, so it's fine. Well, in saying that, I guess it's not ideal that I don't have another job lined up. I have a final interview scheduled for next week. Hopefully everything will fall into place then. A week later. The company is in the same industry as my previous job, and I made sure to do my research. I got good feedback in the first and second rounds of interviews. If I keep this up, I should be able to pass. Now that I think of it, the CEO here, doesn't she have the same name as my senior from that part-time job I used to have? Well, they're obviously different people, though. That senior had blonde hair with otaku-ish trendy vibes, but the picture of the CEO that I saw on the company website is someone with black hair who looks really capable at her job. But contrary to her appearance, that senior of mine was really good at her job too.
Mr. Kubota, we're ready for you.
All right, thank you.
Our CEO is waiting for you alone, so please go in.
Noted. Thank you. Even if it's an interview with the CEO, it's pretty rare for them to be doing the interviews alone. Hello.
Hello. Please, have a seat.
It's definitely a different person. Her face kind of looks similar, but she gives off a completely different feel. Yes, ma'am.
Then, let's begin the interview. First, what's your first impression of me?
What's with this question? I've gotten the "what's your impression of this company" question lots of times, but being asked about my impression of the CEO is a first for me. I saw your name and picture on the company website, but in person, I get the impression that you're a far more intelligent and wise person than how you come across in the picture. The question came way out of left field, and I have no idea whether my answer is right or wrong.
I see. So you're saying that I look dumb in that picture?
My apologies. That wasn't at all what I meant. Looks like I'm not gonna get in.
Well, let's leave that aside and move on to the next question. Which do you prefer? Someone older than you or younger?
As I thought, these aren't normal questions. If I had to choose, I would say someone older, but I tend to look at the person themselves over their age, so it doesn't really matter to me.
I see. Next, is there a specific senior you remember from that part-time job you had in high school?
Part-time job? I didn't mention that anywhere in my resume. Could she really be my senior after all? These questions are clearly strange. And if she's really my senior trying to tease me, we might never get to the actual interview if I just keep going along with this. But if I'm mistaken, she'll think I'm a weird person, and I'll really end up failing the interview. For now, I have no choice but to answer honestly. Yes, I wouldn't call him my senior, but I do remember my store manager from the part-time job I had back then. Regardless of whether or not it was a busy period at work, when I asked to take a break because I had a test coming up, he allowed me to do so without a hint of displeasure. And he was a really kind person that always helped me out when I came to him with any questions. Because of that, he left a lasting impression on me as someone I deeply admire, and I always thought I wanted to be like him when I grow up.
Mr. Kojima was indeed a great person.
Mr. Kojima? The fact that she knows his name, there's no question that she's definitely my senior.
I don't suppose you happen to have any recollection of the super gorgeous senior who took care of you all the time?
I get it already, so could you please stop teasing me?
If I have to, I guess. But it's your fault for not noticing earlier. Did you take a good look at the company homepage? You should have noticed it then.
I mean, you give off completely different vibes from back then, so I just thought maybe you were someone else with the exact same name.
And between me in high school and the me now, which one is more of your type?
No comment.
Right, you're disqualified.
Hold on a moment!
We've come to the end of the interview. Do you have anything more to add?
I think you've become more beautiful and charismatic than you were before.
Very well, you passed.
Wait, don't you think this is weird?
There's no problem. I'm the CEO, after all.
I mean, I guess that's true.
Plus, you did pass the first and second rounds of your own, so it's fine. The person who did the second interview is the one who'll be your direct supervisor. If he passed you, it means that he found no problems with your personality and character. The CEO's interview is basically just for you to show your face in front of the person in charge.
I see. Thank you so much.
No problem. But since you're already here and time's not up yet, I have a few more questions.
Huh? But didn't I already pass?
Are you free after this?
Are you asking me this as my ex-senior or as my future CEO?
Answering a question with another question is a recipe for failure.
I did already pass, right? Well, I am free, though.
Then, let's go grab a drink together. I was planning to go anyway, and it's pretty late already.
I see you're as pushy as ever. From there, we moved to a nearby bar and reminisced on the old days while drinking.
We drank quite a lot. It's about time we call it a night.
You're right.
Oh, Karuto. Be careful to let people know about how I was your senior. I'll address you by your family name too.
Of course, Miss Horimine.
Then again, maybe I don't like hearing that from you.
Why?
I mean, it's almost like you're poking fun at me.
You're my CEO, so you're gonna have to get used to it.
I guess I don't have a choice. Well, you can call me what you normally would when it's just the two of us.
No, thank you. I think I'll just call you Miss Horimine so I don't make any mistakes in front of others.
Oh, that's a bummer.
But if I give anything away at the company, it'll be troublesome for the both of us.
You're not wrong, but still.
She's usually so straightforward, but seeing her beat around the bush like this after some alcohol is sort of cute. Fine, I'll drop the title when we're alone.
Okay, as I thought, Karuto. You totally get me.
Let's just be more careful when I start working. Well, it's not like we'll be alone very often. I'll probably be addressing her as the CEO most of the time anyway. At least, that was what I thought. A month after I started my new job... Oh, I have a text from Horimine.
See you at a regular spot tonight.
I feel like we've been meeting every Friday lately. I mean, I don't hate it. I guess it's fine since I enjoy it too. Thinking that, I headed for the bar we hung out at every week.
Welcome!
Oh, Karuto, over here!
You're early as usual.
Yep, Friday is the reason I work so hard during the week after all.
Just how much do you like drinking, Horimine?
I'm not drinking alone, so it's okay.
Oh, right. You drink quite a lot when it's the two of us. So I thought you're used to drinking by yourself, too.
Huh? I only drink when I'm with you, and I invite you out not because I want to drink, but because I want to talk to you.
Huh? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
It was nothing.
Huh? Did I make her angry? After that, we drank together for around an hour, as per usual. Horimine, don't you think you're downing those a little too fast today?
It's your fault for being so dense.
Huh? Me?
Yeah, even when we worked together back then.
Horimine, you're quitting soon to focus on studying for your exams, right?
Yep, I have to take it seriously if I don't want to drop out.
That's true. Good luck in your exams.
Thanks. Say, if I get accepted into university, will you go out with me?
Having that promise from you will really give me the push I need to work hard. Of course I'll go out with you, if you want to.
Huh? Really?
Sure. Studying for the entrance examination seems like it'd be pretty stressful. I totally don't mind joining you for a karaoke session or some shopping once it's over. We can do whatever you want.
Forget it. Idiots.
Huh? Why?
I'll just get annoyed again when I think about what happened.
What are you talking about? All I remember is getting teased by you all the time.
It's your fault for not making it so easy.
Huh? Am I that kind of person?
Yep, it's been a long time, but that part of you hasn't changed.
Maybe that's why. Even when I became a working adult, my accomplishments were stolen from me by my company superiors, and I had jobs that weren't mine pushed onto me. I guess I'm just easy to bully for some reason.
Oh, I'm sorry. So that was why you switched jobs.
Yeah. I said something else when they asked me about what motivated me to apply for the company. But this is the actual reason.
I see. You really had it rough. I just want to say that I never had any intention of making a fool of you or bullying you. I only tease you because I like you.
Oh, that's good to know. It's easy to get the wrong idea when she suddenly says something like that.
But what your previous supervisor did is unforgivable. I'll help you if you want to get revenge.
This woman says such dangerous things so easily. I mean, I did feel that way before, but the one in charge of my work now is a good person. And it's a bit late to be thinking of revenge anyway.
I see. I'm glad to hear it. And that guy at your previous company, karma will get him, even if we don't.
I guess you're right.
Mm-hmm. And how much you suffered back then is just a reflection of the rewards you'll reap.
Right. Thank you. This part of her hasn't changed either. She's as kind as she was when I was in high school.
Now that you're no longer dealing with all the work-related stress, isn't it about time you find a girlfriend? You didn't have one at your previous company, right?
Well, no. But even if you say that, it's not something that I can just snap my fingers and make happen. Patience is the key here.
Then, how about I be your girlfriend?
Why not? Your glass is empty. What drink will you have next?
Are you even listening to me? I'll go with a highball.
I'm totally listening. Excuse me! 2 highballs, please!
2 highballs coming right up. I'll take these empty glasses then.
Hey, listen to me properly.
I am! She's drank quite a lot. The remaining hour we were there, she kept on telling me how much she liked me. Horimine, we have to go home now. Can you tell the taxi driver your address? This won't do. But I don't know where her place is either. And I don't want to look in her wallet without her permission. I ended up bringing Horimine back to my apartment.
Where is this? Huh? Why am I sleeping on the bed? Could this be?
Oh, Horimine, you're awake. Are you feeling okay? You got pretty drunk last night.
Yeah, I'm fine.
That's good.
I made breakfast if you'd like to have some. Thank you. I'll have some.
Okay, come find me in the living room after washing your face then.
He's not acting any differently, but I feel a little uneasy. Thanks for the food.
I hope you enjoy it.
Oh, this is delicious.
That's good to hear.
Karuto, I'm sorry for passing out on you last night.
Oh, don't worry about it.
But you were in the wrong too. Why didn't you give me an answer to my confession?
Huh? You mean that wasn't a joke?
You thought I was joking? Who would joke about something like that?
But when you quit the part-time job back then, didn't you do exactly that?
That was me trying to confess as well.
Huh? Really?
Yes, you're an idiot. For real.
But I don't get why you would like someone like me. I felt this way back then too, but I mean, right now, you're the CEO, and I'm just a lowly employee. We're not on the same level at all.
That's not what I want anyway. I've always liked you for your kind heart, and the fact that you're so easy to tease.
I see. Then can I give you my honest answer?
Please, I'd like to hear it.
I've had a crush on you ever since I was a high school student. I like your confidence, straightforward manner, and how you always manage to bring the people around you together. That didn't change when I found out you were my boss. On the contrary, I like you more than I ever did before. Will you go out with me?
You should have said all this when I confessed to all that years ago.
Sorry about that.
But I'll forgive you because you finally gave me a proper answer this time. Let's become even closer from now on, Karuto.
I promise I won't take this for granted. Rion, we weren't able to make it work back then, but I'm sure that with both our efforts, everything will go well this time. Later. Huh? Isn't this company the client I had before?
Oh, so this is a client that you had taken from you at your previous company? Apparently the person responsible was completely incapable of handling them, and so they had no choice but to come to us instead. You should be used to the way we work by now. Why not try taking them on? They'd probably be happy about it too.
Of course, if you're okay with it. Rumor has it that this particular client isn't the only one that he's been unable to keep on. Apparently, it's been found out that he actually made me do most of his work. In the end, he was fired, and I received a request from my previous company asking me to go back. Of course, I refused them in favor of staying at Rion's company.
This is the only time I'll ask you something like this. Could you please go on a date with my daughter? That was what happened during my lunch break. I, Keito Terai, was originally dispatched to this company as a system engineer, but I suddenly received an incredible request from Mr. Ayanami, the CEO of the company. I was already in his good graces because I managed to fix some serious programming issues in the past. He often treats me to meals too. But no matter how he puts it, I feel like this is an unreasonable request. Sir, please don't bow to me! So you'll take her on a date? I mean, that's a different matter, but if you keep your head lower, people will misunderstand. I'll stay in this position unless you say yes. Hold on a moment. What's going on? Don't you dislike this kind of coercive behavior? Blood is thicker than water. When I think about my daughter, I have no choice. Can you tell me the reason? Thinking that there must be some kind of situation, I decided to hear him out. Apparently, his daughter doesn't like men, and if it goes on like this, she'll never find a partner. Because she's his only daughter, there'll be no one to inherit the company if he has no grandchildren, so he's just trying to do something about it while he can. He was so frantic he even went as far as to say, "This is your chance to marry into money!" Honestly, I'm content with my life, and I have no interest in marrying into a rich family. But I couldn't refuse because he's always treated me really well. A date, huh? What am I gonna do with someone that hates men? On the day of the date, I arrived at the Ayanami mansion, but I was scratching my head on what to do. I've been making some tentative plans based on what I know of her, but to be honest, I don't think this will go well. Oh, Tarai! Thanks for coming. Say hello, Mina. Huh? Be nice, Mina. So that's how it is. Looks like charging in blindly isn't gonna work.
I didn't agree to this! You made the promise on your own, so why do I have to go?
You were so eager just a while ago. Why are you suddenly... I see. First she acts all obedient in front of her father, then does it 180 when I show up to scare me off. Quite the strategist. It's no fun if I give her what she wants, so I decided to go against her expectations. Hello, Mina. I'm Keito Tadai.
Didn't you hear me? I have no intention on going on a date.
No. Give him a chance. Tarai, this is my daughter that I was telling you about. Indeed, sir. It's nice to meet you.
Can you get out already? Wait! Don't push me! There's no need to go that far for this average Joe.
Well, she's right on that point. I won't let you make fun of Tarai.
Huh?
Huh? The atmosphere suddenly changed. He's one of the few people that I approve of. I won't stand for you insulting him.
Yes, Daddy.
right then! So will you give it a try?
I get it! I'll go on the date!
Perfect! I'll leave the rest to you then, Tarai. Yes, sir. Could it be Mr. Ayanami's actually pretty scary? Recalling how drastically his attitude changed, I asked Mina that question. Hearing that, she glanced at me from the corner of her eyes.
Barely ever gets angry, so it's scary when he does.
I see. I guess it would be scary when a normally calm person gets mad, so Mr. Ayanami's someone like that, huh? I've never once seen him lose his cool, so I thought he was a saint that just never got angry at anyone.
My father really likes you a lot.
Huh? You think so?
It's the first time he got so angry at something I said. You must be quite good at sucking up.
No matter how much you provoke me, I won't be scared off.
Huh? What are you talking about so suddenly?
I mean, you're obviously thinking that I'll back out of this date if you keep provoking and mocking me, right? So I want to tell you right now that I'm not going to fall for such childish methods.
Childish? You said... Did anyone tell you that you have a nasty personality?
No, this is the first time I'm hearing it.
Liar! Your personality is the worst. In the first place, you're the one provoking me.
Not at all. I'm only telling the truth.
I hate you.
Even though she's saying that, she's not talking about going home. She really doesn't want to make her father angry. In this case, as long as she doesn't do anything too terrible, let's just proceed with my plan, since heading back isn't an option for her anyway. You like cats, right? Why don't we go to a cat cafe and slowly get to know each other?
Don't say my name. I don't want to hear it from someone like you.
Shall I call you Milady then?
Now you're just picking a fight. You never wanted to date me, right?
Not at all, if I'm being completely serious. You told me not to say your name, so I'm just coming up with an alternative.
You just did that out of spite. I'm gonna tell on you to Daddy.
Be my guest, but weren't you gonna go make up stories about me anyway?
Ugh! You conniving, sneaky... There's no way I'll marry someone like you.
So, what do you want me to call you?
That smug smile pisses me off. Mina's fine.
I could just call her Miss Ayanami, but she's probably so frustrated she can't think straight. I thought I'd have to take some drastic measures, but if she can't even keep her cool with a little goading, I guess she's nothing to be afraid of. So, what should we do?
I don't want to talk to you, so it'd be better to watch a movie.
Shall we do that then?
That's it? You didn't think of a plan for our date?
Doing what my partner wants to do is the most important thing. And a movie was in the list of things I considered.
Did you think because it's a requirement for a date that I would want to watch a romance? Unfortunately, I won't make it that easy for you.
Yep, I know. You want to watch the new movie, that time I got reincarnated as a goblin, right?
How do you know?
I heard from your father that you like anime and manga. More accurately, he told me that you're an otaku. He said that you also complain about wanting to watch movies but having no one to watch them with. And if we're talking about newly released anime movies, it has to be that one, right?
Going that far to look me up. It's gross.
That might be true.
Even if I want to watch that movie, you're not that interested anyway.
Actually, I caught up on the anime before I came. The story about how a weakling goblin became strong and ruled over all the monsters is really interesting, isn't it?
Did you seriously watch more than 10 hours of an anime just for this date?
I guess I did. Well, it was actually pretty enjoyable, so I felt like time just flew past.
I see. So, that means you're fine with watching the Goblin movie?
Of course.
Okay.
As I thought, she looks like she really wanted to watch this movie. Once we decided on it, she got so excited she started fidgeting nonstop. This part of her is kind of cute.
What do I do on this thing?
You've never used the ticket machine?
I've only ever watched movies when they came out on Blu-ray. But that doesn't mean I have no friends. It's just that all my friends have no interest in anime.
If that was it, you should at least have watched the non-anime movies. Well, it's better not to expose her. Let me do it. How about sitting in this area?
Oh, Sure.
I hope she won't complain about sitting next to each other. But she seems really happy. What a huge contrast from just now. After that, she saw that burst of joy again when I brought her some juice. She's not lacking for money, so it's probably just her simple delight. You know, at being able to buy these things at a movie theater. I barely come to the movies, so I got a little excited too.
Well...
When the movie started, Mina started moving her body along with the characters on screen. She probably doesn't even realize she's doing it, but her childlike actions made me want to smile. Oh, is that so cute?
That was a fun movie.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank you. I almost... this doesn't mean you're forgiven.
You don't have to stand so far away.
Shut up! Forget what you just heard.
I didn't expect you to be such a prickly pear. Is there anywhere you want to go next?
This place.
Cat Cafe. So, she did want to go to the Cat Cafe. Such a stubborn girl.
It's not because it's part of the date plan you made the effort to come up with. Not at all. I'm tired from watching the movie. So I just want somewhere I can take a break.
Yep, definitely a prickly pear. Hard on the outside, soft on the inside. That was what I thought when I saw her clearly making up excuses for herself. Well, I find the harsh prickly pear part of her personality pretty cute too. Maybe I'm just strange. And she's already softened up considerably. Oh, I'm tired too, so let's take a break together.
Oh, okay.
She's becoming more honest. After that, upon moving to the Cat Cafe... Kitties are the cutest. Somehow, she's a completely different person. Mina's the real cute one here. That was my instinctive reaction when I saw her with the cats.
I've always wanted to go to a cat cafe. So I'm happy I was finally able to.
You don't really go to these places, too.
I mean, I have no one to go with. No, it's not what it sounds like. Meow. I do have friends.
Is that so? The way she's acting, I had thought during the movie, too. But could it be that she doesn't even have a single friend? Don't look at me so resentfully. I didn't do anything.
It's embarrassing.
But I didn't do anything. Also, don't think that it's anything to be ashamed of.
What? You mean I just look like someone who would be all alone, so you're not even surprised when you find out?
Nobody said that. There should be a limit to your imagination, you know.
It says so on your face!
Don't just decide that on your own.
Excuse me, dear customers. If you can lower your voices, you're scaring the cats.
Oh, my apologies.
Sorry.
It was too awkward to stay after that, so we left immediately. To be honest, I wanted to play with the cats a little more, but I suppose it couldn't be helped.
Hey.
Yeah? What's wrong?
You came on this date as a favor to my father, right?
I guess.
If you had your eyes on my family's assets in the company, the normal thing to do would be to try to get in my good graces. Despite that, you made fun of me and picked fights with me. Feels like it wouldn't bother you even if the date ended badly. Just, what do you want to get out of going out with me?
It's simple. Mr. Ayanami not only treats his employees well, but he does the same, even for someone dispatched from another company like me. He also often visits and observes his employees while they're working hard and asks if there's anything troubling them. Normally, no CEO would go that far for their workers, especially not big companies like Ayanami Group. That's why I respect him so much. If someone like that asked you a favor, would you refuse?
That's what I thought. If you're doing this, not because you want to, but because you couldn't say no to Daddy, it's fine if you leave now. I won't mind at all.
I never said I didn't want to.
Huh?
It's true that in the beginning I had to rack my brain for what to do, but I'm having fun right now. At the very least, I don't hate going out with you.
I see. How are you saying such embarrassing things so easily?
For me, it's your reaction that's most surprising. Even though we were both a little shy at this point, Mina requested that we head to a specialty shop selling anime merchandise next. It looks like she wanted to try coming to this kind of shop at least once, too. The fact that she was suggesting places to go on her own made me think that maybe I had earned her forgiveness. I'd honestly be glad if that was the case.
I bought some good stuff.
By the time we left the shop, Mina was in a really good mood, and I can see why. After buying such a large amount of anime merchandise, so heavy.
Thanks for carrying my things.
Don't worry about it. This is part of the man's duty, after all. Except now, we can't go anywhere else while carrying all this stuff. Surely she didn't buy all that shopping stuff just so she had an excuse to end the date.
It'd be hard to go somewhere else with all this. You want to come over?
Huh?
We don't have to spend all of our time outside. Dates at home are a thing too, you know.
Are you sure?
I mean, it's not like we can even go anywhere else with all this stuff. It's not because I want you to come home with me. It's just that we don't have a choice. Don't misunderstand, okay?
She's being so obvious.
What? You laughed? Are you making fun of me?
No, it's not that.
Then why are you laughing?
I just thought you were adorable. Adorable? It just, came out.
You... What are you saying all of a sudden?
I mean exactly what I said. You looked really cute to me just then.
I'm just so mean to you. It's impossible to find that cute.
On the contrary, this reaction is the epitome of adorable. I'm glad I came on the date today. I had a good time together with you.
You're just teasing me, right? Yes, that's definitely it.
These are my true feelings. I genuinely enjoyed spending time with you on this date, and I genuinely find you adorable. Does she still think I'm teasing her? Stewing in her anger, Mina charged ahead of me. But when I flagged down a taxi and got on together, she grabbed onto my clothes. She refuses to meet my eyes, but for someone like her who couldn't express herself frankly, her actions might be a way of showing me her true feelings. After we arrived at her house, we were welcomed by Mr. Ayanami, who was delighted upon realizing we wanted to continue the date there. But out of embarrassment, Mina went back on her earlier invitation. Thanks to that, I had to go home without even being let into her house.
When do you want to go out next time?
When I returned home, I had a message from Rina, likely having asked for my number from Mr. Ayanami. Judging from this message, apparently, we'll have the chance to meet again. And if you want to ask what happened after that, we had our wedding ceremony after a year of going out. On our first date, it seemed that I gained Mina's approval, since she often invited me out after that. Even though she still gave me a bit of harsh treatment in the beginning, but the more dates we went on, the more honest she became. And finally, we became an official couple. From now on, I'll have to work hard since I have to take on business management on top of programming. But just seeing how cute Mina is erases all my qualms. The only problem now is how every time I see Mr. Ayanami, he'll ask, "Where's my grandchild?" I understand his feelings, but every time he brings it up, Mina gets angry out of embarrassment, so I wish he would tone it down a little. Incidentally, what he told me about Mina not liking men was apparently just a lie that she made up so he wouldn't try to matchmake her. Now that she's honest about most of her feelings, I actually feel like she's the one spoiling me.
I somehow made it through. I'm Yukito Inamoto, an awkward 20-year-old college student. It's hard for me to say no to people, so I joined this group's snowboarding trip when someone invited me. I'm from an area of Japan with lots of snow, so I can do the solo winter sports. I just don't want to stand out.
Is something wrong, Yukito?
I just get car sick easily.
Oh no. Do you have medicine?
I'll be okay. It's not that big a deal.
Please speak up if anything's wrong.
Thanks, Asami. This is Asami Yukawa. She's the same age as me and invited me into the club. She's kind and beautiful, and she was worried about me being lonely. She's also the one who invited me to the trip.
Feel free to take a nap. I'll wake you when we get there.
Maybe just for a little then. I can't have her worrying about me. Can't let myself get caught up in her mood. And thus began our 3-day snowboarding trip. We went straight to the cottage when we arrived so we could take our luggage in. Look at it! This place is huge and looks well kept.
There's even a snowmobile.
My uncle uses this place as a holiday home.
Wow, rich people really do live it up. I've never stayed in a place like this. How about you, Yukito?
This is my first time too.
I'm looking forward to this.
Me too. Everyone else was fired up, but I held back a bit as I entered the cottage.
It's so spacious here, too. We even have a fireplace.
Us guys are gonna take this route. Akari, you and the girls take that route.
Sounds good.
It's cold. How do we start the fireplace? I'll handle lighting the fire. Yukito, you've used one of these before? My family's from Yamaoka, though we've used a fireplace in our home. We'll let you take care of it then. Leave it to me. I threw in some firewood and lit the fire. I'm used to doing this back home, so there was something nostalgic about this. I should do something to help everyone while we're here. Man, it's been a while since I've been by a fireplace. I wonder if my parents are doing well.
You're awesome, Yukito.
Asami? I thought everyone was in their rooms.
I came out in case there was something I could help with.
This is pretty normal to me.
This is pretty normal to me. Oh, wait. You're from the Northeast where it snows a lot, right?
Right.
Have you gone snowboarding before?
Just a little.
You think you could teach me?
You want me to teach you?
Am I asking for too much?
No, I'd be happy to help, but I'm not that good though.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to this.
And so I promised to teach her how to snowboard. We had a light lunch in the cottage before heading out to the slopes. Most beginners can start sliding down after an hour or so once they get the hang of things.
Really? Even me?
Sami's always watching out for me, so I'm gonna make sure I help her out. This is your basic posture. You just need to keep your knees bent, and the rest can be up to intuition.
Got it.
Next, I'll teach you how to fall safely.
Thank you.
I went over the ropes with Asami for about an hour. I'm going to slide a little bit so you have a better idea on how it should look. I only intended to show some basics, but... Alley-oop! This is a lot of fun. I haven't done this in a while. I can't just tell her that, though. But I'll go all out to give Asami a demo of how cool snowboarding is. I don't want to get all technical and discourage her from learning. So yeah, something like that.
Oh my gosh, Yukito, you look so cool.
Really?
You looked just like a pro.
Oh, stop. Before I realized it, the whole club had gathered around me.
Hold on. Yukito, was that you just now? That was awesome. How do you learn to snowboard like that?
It was my dad who taught me, that's all. Dang, that's sick! I don't feel so good. I should turn back to Asami for now. Hey, Asami, why don't you give it a try now?
Sure, let's do this.
If you feel unsure, lean back and land on your butt. Wow, Asami, you're getting around!
Did you teach her, Yukito?
Just a bit. I think it's more that she has a knack for this, though. What? So I taught everyone how to snowboard. Everyone was new to this, so they listened very intently. I'm from Okinawa where it's hot, so I'm glad you're here, Yukito. Yeah, I've never done this before either. Thanks, dude. Sure, guys. Everyone held a drinking party that night, but I pulled away to be with myself. It's good I was able to help, and I'm glad everyone enjoyed it. Looking back on the day, it was really awkward for me at first, but it's been a lot of fun. I wanted to thank Asami for inviting me along.
Yukito, what are you doing here all by yourself?
Asami! I thought you were drinking with everyone.
I noticed you weren't there, so I left to look for you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. What's up?
I was just thinking about thanking you
Thanking me? For what?
for inviting me to this trip.
I should be the one thanking you. You know, for teaching everyone how to snowboard.
Afterward, Asami and I returned to the rest of the party. The next day, I spent the morning continuing to teach the other members. They all got the hang of it, so by the afternoon, everyone could slide around on their own. Whew, I guess that's it for me now.
Yukito, can you help me with something?
Asami, what is it?
I want to snowboard better.
In that case, do you want to try the advanced slopes?
Am I even ready for that?
Don't worry, I'll be with you the whole time. And so the two of us took a lift to the advanced slopes. If you feel like you're gonna lose your balance, fall back on your butt immediately.
Got it. Okay, I'll do my best.
And if it looks like you'll be in any danger, I'll lend a hand.
Thanks, Yukito. Ah!
I got you! Are you okay, Asami?
Sorry, I was trying not to fall backward, but...
It's hard to shift your balance, right? You have a knack for this, so it'll just take some getting used to.
Okay, I'll keep going for a little longer then.
We continue to hit the slopes without further issue.
Wow, I'm really doing it!
I knew you were a natural.
Not at all. It's because you've been teaching me, Yukito. I feel comfortable with you by my side.
I'm glad I can help in that way.
Can we take a break before we go back up?
Sure. Want to get something warm to drink?
Let's do it.
Seems like she'll be just fine. I hope everyone else is having fun too. We stopped to take a break and to chat. I've been wondering, why did you choose to invite me on this trip? There are plenty of other people in our group.
I did invite everyone, but most couldn't make it for some reason or another. Besides, aren't you always by yourself around campus?
Yeah, I am. I'm not good with big groups.
Oh, did I bother you when I invited you?
Not really. I wanted to get to know everyone anyway. I'm from deep in the countryside, so I wouldn't know anyone going to a school in a big city. Plus, I'm not good with talking to people or with holding conversations as is. So I was actually really happy when you invited me to join the club. And an awkward loner like me actually got to be helpful to everyone.
Everyone complimented you on how well you taught them how to snowboard, so no one thinks you're awkward or a loner.
You really think so?
Yep, you should have had more confidence in yourself.
Self-confidence, huh?
Because you're awesome, so believe in yourself more. Asami! Everyone, come here! We got really good at going down the slopes.
We even rocked the intermediate slopes thanks to Yukito's advice! Now we're thinking of hitting the advanced slopes after we have a break.
Funny you mentioned that. I was on the advanced slopes. No way! Since when? I bet she went there with Yukito. Yep. Thanks to him, I had a lot of fun and didn't have to worry about anything. Lucky you.
Yukito! You should hang with us on the advanced slopes this time. Think you could help us again? Of course! Alright! I knew we could count on you! Count on me, huh? When was the last time someone could do that? After our break, the 6 of us went up to the advanced slopes. Everyone else got a lot of practice in earlier, so they barely needed my help as we glided down. Snowboarding with everyone reminds me of my high school ski trip. I'm really glad I came. Night fell, and I was cooking some of my hometown's cuisine back in the cottage alone. Sam and the others stayed out to play around until dinner was ready. I was pretty sure they'd all be hungry by the time I was finished. I'm glad I could get everything to make this. I hope they like it. Welcome back!
It sure is cold out there. I didn't hear anything about a blizzard coming.
I didn't realize a blizzard had started blowing. 2 girls ran to the fireplace as soon as they got back. And then the 2 guys came back. Alright, nice and toasty in here. Yeah, it's really blowing outside. Hold on, where's Asami?
She wasn't with you?
It was just the 2 of us out there.
You left her behind on the advanced slopes? What do we do? What if she...
She'll be fine. I hope. I hope nothing bad happens. We should call a rescue team. Is Asami gonna be okay? But when we called rescue services, they had their hands full helping another group. I'm going out to find her. But Yukito, look how bad it is! You really shouldn't. It's even worse than it was earlier. I grew up in the mountains, so I know just how scary they can be. Plus, I looked over a map of the area while you were out. I know my way around, so let me do this! How are you even going to find her in this storm? I have an idea. I figured the snowmobile had fuel, and even the radio is working. Make sure you turn back before it gets too bad. I will. I'll make sure Asami is with me when I do.
We'll stay back and keep making phone calls.
Thanks. I'll be back as soon as I can. It's hard to see, but I'll find her. She has to be close to where everyone last saw her. I hurry to where Asami should be. I hope she made it to a rest stop. If not...
Ooh, it's so cold. What would Yukito do if he was here?
Ami! Asami!
That's his voice. Am I hearing things? There's no way he'd come after me in this blizzard.
Asami! I found you!
Yukito?
I'm here now! I found Asami 40 minutes after I left the cottage. I figured she'd be somewhere to try to keep out of the worst of the blizzard, and I guessed right. I let everyone know over the walkie-talkie immediately that I had found her. Still, we can't afford to relax yet. The blizzard isn't letting up, and Asami's losing body heat. There has to be a cabin or something nearby. Let's get out of the storm! It didn't take me long to find one, so I immediately lit up the fireplace and brought Asami to it. Her outerwear was soaked, so I wrapped her in the emergency blanket. I also held her from behind for extra warmth.
Yukito, are you okay? Are you cold?
I'm fine. I'm just glad I found you in time.
I'm sorry I made you come after me.
Don't worry about it. I already let everyone know, so help will come as soon as the blizzard lets up. Just relax.
Okay, thank you. You really are amazing. You're so reliable and brave.
Wasn't it you who told me I should be more confident in myself?
I know, but I didn't think you'd come and save me.
You're the one who's always helping me. Of course I'd do the same for you.
Yukito.
The blizzard continued until morning, and I was with Asami that whole time. A rescue team came for us as soon as it ended, and they took us to a hospital. The rest of our group came to check on us and cried in relief. All's well that ends well. Yukito, you are the man!
I'm so glad you found Asami.
We were just lucky the cabin we found was stocked up.
Even if it was, none of us would have known what to do, you know?
She's right. It's all thanks to you Asami's safe, dude.
I agree. Thank you so much, Yukito.
It wasn't much. I was embarrassed by all that praise. Still, I'm glad an awkward guy like me could be helpful. In the end, our 3-day trip turned into a 4-day trip. 2 days later, I got a call from Asami. She really wanted to thank me somehow for saving her. Her parents already thanked me, so I tried to turn her down politely, but she insisted. To make her feel better, I met her for dinner.
Thank you again for saving me. I thought about it again and again, and if it hadn't been for you...
Like I said before, don't worry about it. More importantly, this feels a little awkward. Just talk to me like we used to.
That might be a little difficult. You saved my life, and I think I like you.
You mean, like that?
I swear I don't mean to put you on the spot like this, but I got to see how amazing you are in so many ways during the trip.
You're sure you're in love?
To be honest, I was already falling for you when we were going down the advanced slopes. I didn't think I'd get through the blizzard, and I thought about you the whole time. That's why I was so happy you came to my rescue. And when you held me in the cabin, I felt so safe with you. You mentioned you consider yourself awkward, but I think you're really cool. I'd like you to think more highly of yourself, but either way, I want to be with you. Oh no, now I'm definitely putting you on the spot. Could you at least consider going out with me?
Well, if you're sure about going out with me...
You mean?
Yeah. Let's start dating.
Okay.
And that's how Asami and I became a couple. I didn't think a guy with no self-confidence like me could ever attract someone as attractive as Asami. But the other club members wished us the best and were fully supportive, so I took some comfort in that. Asami's parents also took a liking to me and treated me like it was already family. Asami and I were practically inseparable. As for after college, I'd been a working man for 3 years. Asami, I have something for you.
What is it?
Could you close your eyes?
Okay. Ring? Are you?
Yeah, it's an engagement ring. Not very like me, is it?
Oh, I love it.
I'm glad. Asami, will you marry me?
Yes.
We invited our former clubmates to the wedding. We were all as close as before. I used to be really shy around them, but now they're good friends. Congratulations, you two!
Asami, you look gorgeous. And Yukito, you look pretty good in a tux yourself.
Thanks. It all starts with a drop of courage, and you never know where that may take you. Looking back, it's thanks to Asami for drawing out that drop. She changed me. She granted me courage and confidence. From then on, I wanted to make sure I became a reliable partner for her.